Hello everybody, this is a video about awakening to reality. Kind of like I talk to a lot of people, they're awakened and what's going on. And specifically, we're talking about people who are awakened within the twin flames. And I've been asking the same questions over and over and over again. Why we are awakened and they are not? Why we understand everything and they are not? And I spoke with people from different parts of the world. I spoke with people from Australia. I spoke with people from Turkey. I spoke with people from Germany, from Italy, name it. I'm not talking about United States and Canada. For me, the United States and Canada, it's like an everyday thing. Solve it. The part that I'm saying right now here is that once you awaken, and what it's mean to be awakened, awaken is not a person who accepted there is a reincarnation, there is a spirituality, there is a different parts of the religion that he understands. Awaken, that is a person who shift to the next level of evolution as a human being, to have a vibrations that comes from the soul, and those vibrations that comes through the body and they spreads out, and when they spreads out they're very powerful vibrations, simply because they come from the soul and they spread out to the eyes, to the body, and those vibrations they can do amazing things. The part that I'm saying is you become this awakened being, and usually the awakening is when you see someone, or someone introduce you to those vibrations. And when you get introduced to those vibrations, you start go through this awakening process, and that awakening process involves a lot of things. Number one thing, it's changing your living habits. And when I say living habits, it's change your sleeping, eating, walking, talking, actions with others. You start become more deep inside. The other habits that you will change, that's the sleep. You're probably gonna wake up on kind of like a 3 o'clock. It's very common, because the 3 a.m. people who wake up at 3 a.m. they are very special patterns. Some people wake up at 4 o'clock. There's a completely different patterns. I don't want to go through it because it's only for now. It's like I can't say for certainty that people who wake up at 3 o'clock they're 100% like this, and people who wake up at 4 o'clock they're 100% like that. No, you can't make that statement yet, because there is a differences on it. But the main point is the people who wake up at 3 o'clock are being guided. They have been awakened. It says like, hey, wake up, you need to go and look, or need to go and find this. The people with 4 o'clock, they're like, you're on a crossroad, you have to make choices. Basically that's how it comes up into it. And when you awaken, you start shifting yourself, you become a new self, you put yourself towards something new. And while you do this, and while all those changes are happening to you, there is a lot of pain process. And the pain process is actually the old way you used to act and relax, and the old way you do your life, compared to the new one. Because now with the new vibrations inside of you, you feel much complete. And what I mean by complete, you feel this oneness inside of you. Like right now there was a missing portion of you, long forgotten, and now you have this vibrations inside of you, because you don't vibrate anymore as body or a heart. You also vibrate now as a soul, and you put one complete picture as of it. And as Awaken, when you have these pains, it's you kind of like don't want to let it go of the old ways. A lot of the people suffer because they miss the intimate parts of life. They missing maybe high life, going out. They missing different communications, and they focus on this enlightenment process, on this awakening process, and they become their new self. Which is their new self? It's got one mission once you awaken. It's you to become your true self, or your real self. And what I mean by that is you to talk, act, believe, express yourself as what you need to say. You don't have anymore this part of, well, if I say this, I will hurt them. You don't have this part of like, if I do this, I will hurt them. You don't have this part of, well, I'm not gonna say these things. I will keep it to myself. Or if somebody asks you some question, you're like, well, I'll shut up and I won't say anything. They don't need to know this part of me. And this is how you become your true self, because right now you're telling everything that it's true. From now on, once you awaken, you say everything that it's true. And when it's true, you don't really have to worry about what's going on, simply because it's true. The hard part that I'm seeing in this awakening process is once two people who start possessing have those vibrations and soul. Those are soulmates, divine partnerships, twin flames. Once that kicks in, those vibrations, the one of them usually does not want to respond on these vibrations. And it doesn't matter what the reason is and what the situations are. I mean, I've been seeing all kind of situations, I mean, name it, different religions, different ages. I'm talking about ages as far as the one is 71 and the other one is 34. Okay, and they both recognize that they're in this position, and the family knows, and everybody knows. And guess what? Everybody went out and said, "And well, you guys are crazy. This is impossible." And they're like, "What do you mean impossible? Why it's impossible to you? It's not impossible to us." Well, simply, if you don't have the soul vibrations, you cannot make a comment for soul vibrations. Simply, you don't know what that is. So basically, what happens with people who running away from these vibrations, they running away from fear. A fear that you possess high level of control over them. And that is a fear of control. Because the way we are reacting right now, everything it's about control. And once you awaken, this part of control doesn't exist anymore. But for the people who are awakened but they don't want to commit on it, they have the fear of you're gonna controlling them in a very special way. You're gonna be pushing them in a very special way. You're gonna be telling them what to do on this special way. They fear themselves, they fear the truth, and they fear those vibrations. Not because of anything else, it's because they don't understand it yet. So what happens is during the process, these people within the twin flames, they are known about runners. You can go ahead and find yourself information about runners, but that's not what the part I want to talk about it. I'm talking about it that those are the people who they awaken, but they don't want to be a part of this awakening process. They don't want to be their true selves. Those are the people who hide themselves. Those are the people who will deny everything in themselves until one part they forgot about it, and that part is the universe, God, that's going to remind them that they're the way they are for a reasons, for a very specific divine reasons, and then they're gonna be fully awakened. They will understand there is nothing to be worried about it. They will feel peaceful within these vibrations. They will understand that it's something new, it's something normal. We were not just evolved enough to understand it. And those soul vibrations, they can do a lot of things. They can do amazing stuff. Those soul vibrations, they can transfer energy from one person to another. Doesn't matter the distance. That energy is known as, or that thing it's known as remote Reiki. A lot of the people can do this. It's been proven over the years that it exists, and it's working, and it's an amazing thing. That is a person can be in United States, somebody can be out in the Middle East or India or Australia, and you can do these parts. The other thing that you can do with these soul vibrations, that is the instant meditation. You don't need to do the meditation an old way. The old way, you have to calm down the ego and the heart so you can reach into the soul, and you can have to really suspend a lot of yourself and your thoughts in order to meditate. Now all you have to do is just thinking about the meditation as the thinking process, and the soul automatically provides the vibration. And you can meditate while driving a car, and you can drive for 10-20 miles. You have no idea how you get there. You just got there. You stop on the traffic light on red, and you're like, how did I get here? I was doing something else. I wasn't driving the car, but I have no idea how I got here. Some of the people will, they can be at work, and they can do a work, and they can meditate at the same time. Some of the people, they can talk and meditate at the same time. Simply because this multifunction of the soul vibrations, it's an amazing. It helps you in your real life. But the hard part, again, it is to not fear those soul vibrations inside of you. They're part of who you are. If you are an awakened person, you are an awakened person. If those vibrations somehow they come to you, they come for a purpose. They are very specific. They're very great, and they're something amazing. It's not something just like that. And if you are an awakened person, you were chosen to be awakened. You choose that part. You need to honor yourself to be your true self, because the more you suppresses that part, you're gonna have two choices. Either you're gonna fall asleep and your life cannot be full. You will feel like a huge part of you is missing all the time. You may have problem with relationships. You may have problems with not being the right time, the right place, and nothing that you're going to do is right, simply because you walk away from the path that was path before you, the right path, and you choose to walk away from your path. And those are my messages to those people, is that if your life is not the way it is, what did you do for it? What did you suppress? Did you suppress yourself, your true self? Did you suppress your vibrations on it? Those soul vibrations, they don't care what kind of religion you are. I've been talking about with people who have those soul vibrations. They're from all religions and spirituality levels you can imagine. So it's not like a one religion thing. It's not like I only exist in this religion or that religion or that. Actually, what I find out is that on certain religion, there is a suppression over this simply because it is about a way of control. Well, we cannot control the soul. I mean, you can man made laws about anything, but you can't make the law how the soul to react. That hasn't been happening. Ain't gonna happen soon because the law of the soul is love, and that it's its own vibration, and you can't just go ahead and do what you want to do and control soul. You can control somebody's egos, you can please their egos, you can do all other stuff, but as far as a soul vibration comes in, specifically awakened soul, it ain't gonna be happening to it. So if you are awakened and you are afraid of what's happening to you, is you need to accept it as a normal. You need to establish this balance inside of you, which may take you a few years. And what I mean balance is balance with between the material and the soul world, because you have to go out to work, you still have to go perform some kind of service, so you can make money, but at the same time, your soul level, your soul position wants to have some kind of expression, and you have to do your soul service as well as a soul performance. And the part is, I'm trying to tell you that if you awaken, find out what is in for you. What is this part inside of you that you would like to perform for others? What is the gift, the benefit inside of you that you can do for the society, or you can give to the people out there? What is your position? It could be so many things. You can be simply a life coach. You can be an astrologer. You can be whatever. You can choose some kind of service to provide for the people, and simply be a soul that's serving. And because with your soul vibrations, you can provide a lot of peace for others. You can bring this peace vibrations once you're getting into it. That there is nothing you to worry about. That you are different. You are not different. You're just an evolved human who possess specific normal powers of soul vibrations inside. That's all. It's not like these part illuminations and everything else. You just accept that you are an awakened person. You live a different reality. And what I'm talking about different reality is that things like before that were matter to you, they won't matter anymore. It does not gonna be matter you have the best laptop in the world or you just have on a laptop. It's not going to matter to you, well, I have to have this Porsche. You're just going to have a car that's going to serve its purpose. Certain conversations like that you had before, or specifically a gossip kind of talks and things, you will be stay away from it. You will be like, I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't want to know this stuff. Or if you people talking about porn and pornography, or they swearing a lot, you're gonna be naturally like shifting, stay away from it. Another parts that you're gonna be missing is fake conversations. Those will be like people who pretend things just so they can fit in the society, and that kind of like fakeness, because you possess the soul vibrations. And this kind of fakeness, it will be bothers you. You will be smelling at this like the dog, smells stuff, and like try to put a vinegar on the front of a dog and see how the dog's gonna run away from it, and you will see what I'm trying to tell you. That's how you will be. And specifically, my dog, he makes a face that you won't forget on it, but it's good for him because it's an antioxidant. It helps him a little bit. I trick him sometimes to have it. Excuse me, but I talk too much, so I need something to drink. And my advice to you when you awaken and see all that stuff, you try to have understanding to yourself first that you change. You are changed now. You can't go back. Some people try to go back, and when they go back, there is nothing works. Some of the people I know that try to go back, they have a hard time keeping it up, because it's like you fighting two opposite forces. You try to force the one side is the soul and the other side is the old way, the material way, and here is you hooking up, and now you trying to go one way or another. Well, what happens is that when you try to put those material world, the spiritual pulls you back. And when that happens until you don't learn how to balance those two, you have a lot of struggles. And the best way to get over these struggles is you find the calm down and the peace, and see what your struggles are. Do your inner work and open it up, that inner work, and see what you need to do. For some, that could be like the twin flames, for example. That is a new relationship. And what I'm saying, a new relationship, is that the most of the twin flames, when they come here, they're married simply because they need to learn what it's a relationship. And once they meet together, they awaken. They become this awakened part. They have this soul vibrations inside. And then the one, it's very powerful, awaken and becomes chase the other, and the other is like afraid of this fear of control, and he runs away. The most of it, what it runs, that is the male. The male feels the control of the female simply because the female rules the house. And when the male comes back in the house, the female, it's like, hey, put your dirty shoes over there. You need to go do this. How about help me up here? How about do this and that? And the male, it's like, oh my God, what the heck is going on in here? But now when you have those vibrations, that fear just kicks in into the male. And that fear that they're going to be controlled, but in a very specific high level of vibrations, they're freaking out, and they just run away. And they become the liars. They hide themselves like the man hid in the cave until the male figured out what's going on. They may try different relationships, they may try to sleep, they will try to get things, but inside of their mind, you're always there, because you trigger that soul vibration as the soul inside of them tries to talk. And that was that quote on Facebook that if you silence the soul, the more you silence it, the more it's gonna start talk. And if you keep silence it, you'll become a roar. And there's gonna be one day that roar is gonna be screaming inside of them, and the male comes in and go back into it. It's like, yeah, I was wrong. I need to go back. I need to go touch base, and everything can. Now the whole thing, it's like, okay, we have this soul vibrations, we have this position, we have this love. Now let's figure out what we need to do, and then that connection, that new relationship begins. The divine partnership, those are the people who actually, those are two souls who are connected to each other, and they came in for a specific purpose. This specific purpose is usually those individuals who came here to serve and guide for the rest. This divine partnership could exist between females, can exist between two males, but this is divine partnership. They will have divine partnership. There's gonna be no physical connection. It's not going to be like a relationship. This is a divine partnership that it comes in and provides information, provides things and anything. Could be evolved to a relationship. Yes, it's possible. It is. But as far as my experience, even if you tried, there is something like a small barrier that comes in. And you will feel more this divine partnership, love or vibrations in the soul, more like a brother sister case compared to husband wife type of situation. Zonet. And this kind of like a case, okay, there is nothing wrong you to express those vibrations simply because you're working together towards a divine vibrations partnership that you help this parts of it, and there is nothing wrong you to have those divine partnerships on it. About the soulmates, those that are very good, very easy, very shiny. Those are the people who they're awakened, but not as part as a twin flames. I don't want to say that the twin flames is above soulmates, but twin flame is just the vibrations between the twin flames. It's higher. Instead of the twin to the soulmates, it's higher in a way of intensity, not as a quantity. Okay, the speed between the twin flames is just amazing, fast, simply because this connection. It's hard to explain, but it works very well on it. And this type of connection of the soulmates, it comes into awakening you to prepare you for the next round. Sometimes you will have a soulmate that comes in, awaken you so they can prepare you for your twin flame. And you have to understand that once the love within the twin flame kicks in, that's it. You basically locked up on a sort. Yeah, you can have someone who to fulfill the energy, the connection while you have no partner. This could be the so-called I call replacement, which is a lot of people experience it simply so you can learn or you can move on the next level, on the next stage, because one way or another we are still ego-based society. And the society is very bad because the society is under control. And when the society is under control, whoever controls the society controls basically everything. But as I stated before, it cannot control the soul. The soul cannot be control of anything. And once the soul is awakened, that part of society was not going to be working for him. And the more and more people become awakened, the more and more people understand this part, and the more those soul vibrations they spread out, the more people get in awakened. Currently, there is a huge awakening in the next 2-3 years coming up, specifically about twin flames. And it's a very important that we're talking about the twin flames because twin flames brings the relationship the way it should be, the way it's supposed to be, and there is going to be some this shift within the conscious of the people, so they can be aware of that. The real relationship is you to be one heart, body, and mind and soul at the same time. Not to sleep with your wife or husband and your mind and soul is someplace else. Because when you become a twin flame, guess what? Everything else is just changes. Okay, so if you are awakened or become an awakening person, and you recognize you are a twin flame, my advice to you is accept yourself, who you are, accept the truth, because your journey is you to become your true self. Sam is as your partner, and if your partner is a sleeper, allow them to sleep, allow them to learn what they need to learn, but focus on you. Be your true self. Say the truth. You love them, you love them. That's it. It is what it is. It's the truth. You love them. Okay? And a lot of people who hide themselves on it, they have a rough time. You're an awakened person. You cannot go back in there. This soul vibration is gonna be move you up. It's gonna put you in a different position where you need to be. And don't be ashamed or don't hide yourself if you're an awakened person. There is a reason why you are awakened. There is a reason why you are who you are, the way you are right now. And don't hide. Become out in the open. Boom. I mean, if you are on whatever social media you are, go out there, post the quotes, do something, talk to some few people, express yourself, simply because you have something inside of you that benefits everybody else around you. It benefits their life, it benefits their way of life. And when the more you start spreading the things you have inside of you, you will see how you're changing the world for a better. You will see that things that the world becomes better place. The people around you becomes better because of you, of what you did. And there is nothing more better than that. You to be yourself. Be love.